Hello everyone. Now we all know that in Jira, of course, we have the concept of projects, and at the same time, we have if you're using, let us say, Jira software, especially if you're using Jira software, then you may also encounter this word called board. Now, boards are nothing but another layer on top of projects, and one board, or I should say, one project can have multiple boards. So basically, if you have, let us say, one project, let me open this project called Android. And if I open this project, I can see, of course, my board or basically my sprint, active sprint. But if I look at the backlog or if I look at the roadmap, basically I'm looking at a board. It is not really just a project. It is basically showing me information from a project, but it is a board. And on top, it says multiple projects board because this particular project is being used in multiple projects. And when you look at, let us say in this list, maybe AN board, I can actually switch the board. And within this board, you have a different backlog, you have different sprints, and these things are associated with a board. Now, this concept, this very simple concept, is not that simple because it is not very obvious to many new Jira users. So basically, we have to of course explain and elaborate on this. But the main thing that I wanted to talk about in this video is that, of course, number one, that you can have multiple boards associated with the project, and of course, if you are familiar with Jira, you can of course go to the board settings, and you can say that, okay, I want this particular board to appear in this project, like the main home of this particular board. But apart from everything else, if you go back to your home or dashboard or your work, you will find this list of recent projects. And this view, I've mentioned this in the past, this is actually a great, I hope Atlassian will improve this view, your project. I hope they will let us configure it. For example, right now I can see here, okay, I'm involved in, let us say I opened these 4 projects recently. I can also see these associated boards from this view. And of course, I'm talking about Android project, which is company managed software project. But I can also take a look at the queue, which is basically for Jira Service Management. This is, of course, the way Jira Service Management works. You, of course, have queues. Queues are not exactly like boards. Queue, in a way, is just a filter which is associated with one specific view. And of course, you can modify your queue slightly, but it is not really a board. So queues are not boards. At the same time, this view is great, but if you click on this view all project, you are actually taken to basically the list of projects. And I wish if, first of all, I'm quite happy with this option here because it is very usable. I can tell my clients, okay, if you open Jira, you can take a look at all the projects. And of course, this is not really a massive deal because you can always go to the project and you can find the boards associated with those projects. Now, if I let me try to open one team managed project. Let us see what happens with team managed projects. I don't really think this is applicable because if I go to team managed project, of course, this is a software project, but let me try to find one project which is team managed. Come on, there should be a way to filter it, right? Come on, team managed work management based project. So let me just go to, no, this is Scrum. This is Scrum. Maybe I will open, maybe I'll just create one new project, and I'll use Jira work management. So, okay, I noticed something here. There was something, right? Okay, blank project for IT teams. Okay, no. All right, we'll Jira work management. Let us create a blank project. Blank project, create. And what I want to do, I just want to see how this will look like if I go to the dashboard. So I don't really see my, oh, Oh yes, I can see some of the projects. So it says here one board, but for your team managed, or maybe your Jira work management based projects, you can't really customize the board like your usual Jira software based projects. But anyways, what I wanted to talk about mainly is that if we can customize this view so that we can choose what projects we want to display, so that because in this view I can access the boards directly, and it is great. And I believe this will improve the usability, and it is a much more as a consultant, if I have to explain the difference between a project and a board, and I can also use this view, and I can tell my clients, okay, this is a project, and within this project you have these three boards, and these three boards basically is showing something from this project. It could be the whole project, it could be a subset of a project along with the other projects issues, but this is really good. And yeah, that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and you learned something new. Thank you very much. Bye bye.